Everybody, Steve Colescott here for Elite FTS. We are with
Janek.
First time meeting him today. He came out for the XPC Finals, which today is March 8th. He lifted on March 7th, 2015. Didn't have the day he wanted. Before we get into that, let's step back, introduce people to you. Tell us, you come from a football background. What came first, the lifting or the football?
You know, I started lifting heavy when I was probably 12. My dad used to drop me off at the gym, and I just was surrounded by old school meatheads. So I'd lift the bench press, the deadlift, the squat, a couple of Olympic lifts, not much. But I just started playing football at 14, and I always was a plugger, nose guard. And it carried over very well for being a kind of a plugger slash meathead. And I played football from when I was 14 until I was 31 actually. I played at Granite City High School, and then I got a scholarship, played at University of Wisconsin. I know they probably don't want to hear that around here, Ohio State, but I played here all the time. I loved Ohio State. Went on, I had a week trial with the Cleveland Browns, and it didn't really pan out. I was undersized, 6'1", 305. For football, that's undersized. Powerlifting, that's a great stature, you know, range of motion. And then I ended up playing arena football for 8 years. Started like 105 games, had a great career, loved it, and I think 2009, the league they folded because of the recession. Yeah. And then I kind of didn't know what to do. I was like, well, do I get a 9-to-5? What do I do? The only thing that really made sense was opening up a gym. Yeah. And it's where I train like high school athletes, college athletes, and kind of carry over the knowledge I got from college, professional football and whatnot, and help them out in their careers.
So tell us about the gym. What's it like?
I just opened a new one. It's 20,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet bottom, 10,000 square feet top. There's about a half a football field in the back lined up. We got on the top floor, 5,000 square feet, softball, baseball cages, the others wrestling mats. It's just a true one-stop shop. I mean, it's something I based on being at Parisi's out there, seeing Verstegen's place, down in Miami, I think his place was Bonarito's. Stuff I thought would work for me, I kind of put into one piece, and it really works nice. It's a great facility. I'm the only owner, investor. It's just a good place for the Metro East.
How many trainers do you have? Do they specialize in the
I'm kind of weird about how it's run, so I'm the only one. I just hired a staff member, Bailey Tracy. She's excellent. I've trained her for about 5 years. She's really good too. Okay. So one man, one woman show.
Okay. Yeah. And when did powerlifting become a part of that?
I always lifted heavy. I mean, like I said, I used to beg my football coaches, hey, don't make me run, let me lift heavy. You know, I'm a nose guy. No, you gotta run. I was like, shoot, okay. So I've always lifted heavy, but as far as competitively powerlifting, 3 or 4 years, I always saw the lifting in gear and the big numbers. It was exciting to me. And I've never lifted a raw meet. I train more raw than gear because I don't have the cast at home to help coach my coaches, you know, with work and whatnot. They can't always get there. So I've lifted in gear, like I said, 3 or 4 years, and I was real fortunate. Mark Schneider, he's in the area. He's one of my strength coaches. I played Columbus Destroyers. I used to have an arena team where Chris Spillman was a coach. He was our strength coach, and he sent me a message that, hey, Elite FTS are looking for a sponsor and athlete. And I said, yeah. So I sent my stuff in, and they contacted me, and I was fortunate enough to get picked up.
Okay, is this the Mark Schneider that does some bodybuilding stuff?
Yeah,
and he's been out here. He's a good guy.
Comes here all the time. Yeah. Yeah. He was my strength coach, and I still talk to him all the time. And you know, I literally, since I played in Columbus 2004, 2005, I've followed Elite FTS and was just in all the knowledge and the lifters, and it was pretty awesome when I got picked up. My wife's tired of hearing about it, but you know, pretty good stuff.
Well, you know, there's obviously we try to put a lot of information on the site so that people can learn the basics in programming and things like that. And we were talking before this, the next step, the stuff that's hard to learn is dialing in the gear.
Oh God, you know, I've actually since day one, this is how much I know about powerlifting and gear. I bought a metal suit, deadlifting it, and about the second meet I do, they're like, hey, you know it's a squat suit, right? Because it says metal squat. I'm like, oh crap. So I deadlifted a metal squat suit, which I love. And
a lot of people do that.
Oh, it's
just
great.
Economically,
yeah.
It's
great.
Does the job.
My deadlift's on point too. I pulled about 850 in Argentina, and I know I had about 875 yesterday, but stuff happens. And then the briefs and suit, love, freaking great. And the shirt, I'm just got to learn. I got to play around with maybe a couple of the others and see what works.
Yeah, you need some people helping set you. You get some good handlers, and we'll try to get some people that can help you with that. Yeah. Give us a little background on some of the meets you've done thus far.
Okay, I did. 2010 was my first big meet. It was Prague GPC Worlds, and then I took some time off after that.
What did you have to do to qualify for that?
There was a nationals I did like a month before and qualified. And I have some help at home to travel, and I want to go. I talked to Dave that I'd like to go overseas again in June or July or whenever and do another big meet. And then I took some time off. I had some stuff going on with family and stuff. And then my next big meet was XPC 3 meets ago. And I got second to Jargenbosch. I totaled like 26.70 or something like that. And then last year I won it at 27.25. And then I went over to Argentina in October and had a great training site. There was a lot of issues over there with the equipment. Didn't have a good meet. I still won. I still totaled like 26.70. But in the meet yesterday was supposed to be my come out. Had an okay squat, 5-pound PR. I missed my 11:30 that I needed. And then the shirt, like I said, down in the shirt, there was just too much. I just got to find a shirt that works. You know, that shirt just doesn't work for me. So we'll figure that out today, and then transition to the next meet, hopefully soon, June or July, my next one. And then I want to do Worlds in September in Vegas. Okay. So those are my 2 next planned on meets. If not, if Dave says something a little earlier, I'll go.
Okay. A lot of people, there's a psychological component, and with powerlifting being fairly new to you, that's something. Did the years of football competition kind of help you polish that out a little bit?
It does. You know, a lot of people get stage fright, and I really, just from, Wisconsin, we're playing in front of 100,000. Arena football, same thing a lot. I don't really notice people there. It's not a big deal. The mental part's not a big deal. Now yesterday, mentally, after I didn't touch that shirt, I was like, crap, here we go. And then I missed my next one. And, the first one I popped on came toward my head. So my second one I hit too low, went toward my stomach. Third one, I don't know, it's stupid. Just mentally, I couldn't get it up. It's not dialed in per se. Okay. So.
What do you think what are the things you need to work on for your next meet? What things do you need to improve other than dialing in the shot?
Those cameras, GoPros, I think they're called. I need to get one of those and send feedback to you guys over here and say, hey, you're doing this right. Because just the crew you got in there right now is nuts. If I had that, I would total 3,000, guarantee. Yeah. I just don't have that crew. And the guys I have, I don't want to say they help me, but they're all new to it, so I'm trying to teach them when I don't even know what the heck I'm really doing. So, and my coach Ed and Coach Randy, like I said, with work, they have trouble getting there. So sometimes I might be lifting with my buddy Ryan's a lawyer. Another one, Christine, she, for lack of better words, is just kind of soccer mom, and a few other guys, and they try, and I love them to death, for handling. They just don't, the cues and stuff, I need to get one of those cameras and get better feedback.
Okay. So tell us, the bench, it was just a shirt issue. What on the other 2 lifts do we need to improve?
You know what, my deadlift, I know what I pull, and I pulled a little over 900 and a little under 900 consecutively the last 2 meets. So I know I'll get upper 8s to around 9, as long as I don't get too spent from the squat and bench. But I felt great yesterday. I was in a good mood, felt great. I just, I missed the bench, just threw me off. You should never bomb, So I need, like I said, better handlers, more feedback on the bench. The squat, I think eventually I get up to that 1,200, upper 11, 12. I just need to get that weight on my back a few more times. And that, again, comes with my handlers and spotters. No joke, there's sometimes I might be squatting, there might be 2 people there. Yeah. And that's not real safe. I got one behind me, one on the rack. Yeah. So it's not the safest. Yeah. So like I said, to recap, dial in my shirt, get some feedback, just continue doing what I'm doing. My deadlift is there, and then my squat, get some weight on my back. Okay.
And looking towards the future, what kind of goals do you have? What do you need to accomplish before you're ready to wrap it up?
I think on the all-time 308s, I'm like 6 or 7 right now all-time. I wanted at this meet to break into number 3. Hoff, I think, has got the number 1 at like 3,000, which is going to take some time, but I think I could get there. That Jonas Rattan is right there, like 29. 28.50 probably, and then after that it drops down to the AJ Roberts like 28.50, and that was my goal yesterday to break that. But my next meet, my goal is to break AJ's record and come number 3, and then go from there.
Okay, excellent. We look forward to watching that. Good to have you out here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.